please. With the way that the dating pool's going this day, why would I want a man?
Hi lovelies, and welcome back to another TikTok video. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Stronard and here is Belly's Stitches. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's get into today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I thought to share with you guys where this man was actually giving a statistic that in 2030 that a lot of working women, actually he specified that a lot of working women will be lonely with no kids when they hit 40, and that is it for this. And this actually got a lot of women talking, and so many of women came out and staged the video, and I was just able to put them together. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and then also, forget that this channel does not support any form of bullying, harassment. We're just here for educational purposes, guys. Alright lovelies, let's get into the video.
The majority of working women, by 2030, 45% of them are going to be unmarried and no kids. So women who are 38 years old are going to look and say, I've been working my ass off since I'm 21 years old. I've been encouraged to go to school, get a job. I don't need no man. I'm going to become a boss, babes. And they're going to look at themselves and they're turning 40 next year. And they're going to be like, I've got a couple $100 grand in the bank. No man, no kids, couple cats. So it's hard to tell a woman who's 30 today, right? Hey, you're making all the wrong decisions. So the reality is not going to set in now. It might be 10 years from now.
Alright, lot to unpack here. I am so sick and tired of society making women feel like their sole purpose in life is to be a mom and have kids. Why is it so hard for men to get through their tiny little brains that not all women want to have kids? And when it comes to men, please, with the way that the dating pool's going this day, why would I want a man? Ladies, we're in 2022 and you can do whatever the hell you want. There's absolutely nothing wrong if you want to get married and have kids, but it's also okay if you want to focus on you and your career. That doesn't make you any less of a woman because you have different goals than what men think you should have. The moral of the story is do what makes you happy and don't allow society and men to make that decision for you.
I think you understand the measure of someone's happiness better than they do. Because if you think 100 grand in savings and pets that love you unconditionally is some kind of measure of failure, then maybe some people don't want to participate in your success. It seems you're the type that cares more about people believing you're happy than you do about actually being happy. That's not always true for those that have more drive than insecurity. You have to stop believing that your perception of someone's life means that it's their reality. You think that cats are some kind of symbol of loneliness, but to someone else it's their greatest joy. Problem is, you can't imagine someone being satisfied with a cat instead of a man because you're looking through a lens that won't allow you to acknowledge a happiness that doesn't include you. And it's not that some women don't want a partner, it's that they're not willing to accept a man who won't be one. You're laughing at women for measuring their success in the same ways that you always have, calling their careers a failure even when you would consider them accomplishments for yourself. So you worry about your happiness, we'll worry about ours.
Best of luck to you, honey. I'm sorry, but if the child-free joyride I'm on triggers you, here's a hint. If you need daily alpha content to remind you to be alpha, you might not be an alpha. Take it from an alpha. And the truth is, studies show that single women live longer and are happier. You want to know why? Because they wake up every day and they don't have to listen to dipshits like you. Anyway, I have to go because my single unmarried ass is about to perform at my sold-out comedy show. I'd invite you, but there are no tickets left. Bye.
What about those women that are now 40 who dedicated their young years to the husband, the kids, and now 40 divorced with no career?
Working women, by 2030, 45% of them are going to be unmarried.
I saw this post on the internet that says study predicts that 45% of women will be single and childless by 2030. So since the assumption is that's a bad thing, I left a comment. I said some of y'all fail to understand that this is more of an assessment about the state of men rather than women. And I got a lovely reply, and it says, depends on how you look at it. The men are the ones that choose to propose. The men are the buyers. The women are what is being purchased. If no man decided to buy you, there's something wrong with the product. And this, my friends, are why so many straight women are choosing not to be purchased.
Hey, this is CJ Benjamin. A little personal message for you today. You know, I'm almost 40 years old and I'm not married and I don't have children. And this comes with a sense of judgment from others who believe that I haven't yet fulfilled my destiny, if you will. People who believe that there's a mission that I have, to be married and have children, and I haven't done that yet. So to many people, there's something lacking and something missing in my life. And this message is for you. If you're also in the same boat, if you're 40, in your 40s, almost 40, and you haven't yet got married, or you don't have children, or you don't intend to. So here's what I want you to know. When people meet me, it's one of the first questions I get. Are you married? Do you plan on getting married? Do you have children? Are you dating? People are very interested in my relationship status. Nobody asks if I'm healthy, if I'm happy, if I'm fulfilled, if I have a good life, if all is going well. But my relationship status seems to be at the top of the priority list as far as questions are. And I don't blame people, nor do I get angry with people, because I understand that this comes from centuries of expectation of a woman and of people at our age. So I understand that for many people, I have not yet done what I'm supposed to do, which is get married and have children. And here's what I want you to know. I'm not lacking in any department, my friends. I'm very happy, I'm very fulfilled, and I'm very content. Do I believe in relationships? Absolutely. I believe that relationships are important, they're crucial. I believe that we're not meant to be alone necessarily. I believe that having a partner is wonderful if you're with the partner that builds you, if you're with a partner that complements you at the level of your soul, if you're with somebody that really connects with who you are and doesn't change who you are. So that's wonderful. If you have that and if you can find it, great. Being alone does not mean we're unhappy, does not mean that we're sad and that we're looking online all day trying to find somebody. I'm not looking for anything in particular right now. I have a really good life and I'm very happy and successful. And here's something else. I've worked incredibly hard for the life that I now enjoy. My life is read like a novel. There have been incredible highs, but even worse lows. And all of that has helped me to be shaped into the woman that I am today. The woman that I am today is self-made. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into who I've become. Nobody's done it for me. No one's handed it to me. And there is no man that has provided for me. Not that it's wrong if a man provides for you, but I've done this on my own. And I'm incredibly proud of myself. So I'm not lacking. Don't be worried about me. I'm really, really good. And when the time comes that I do want to settle down with somebody, it would be because I'm ready for that at that time in my life with the right person. It's very important for me to stress that. So I thought I'd share this for everybody else who feels less than in the company of your married friends, who feels less than when you're with your friends who have children, because they might make you feel less than because you don't have it. We each have our own path. I'm on my own path in this world, and that's not shaped and colored by anybody else's experience or anybody else's expectations of me. So I'm sharing this. It's very personal, it's very bare, but I'm quite transparent with you. But know that I'm happy. Happiness is the pursuit of life, I believe, more than anything. Some of us are in relationships where we're deeply unhappy, troubled. Some are in relationships where you're being abused and you stay because you don't want to upset the delicate barrel of your life by letting people know that the marriage is unhappy, that the relationship is not good. So we stay and we put on a facade and we pretend. I don't want to pretend for anything or anybody. Some people are in relationships where you're with the wrong person, but you'd rather be with the wrong person than dare to be alone. It's not cold being alone. Sometimes it's what you need to build you before you're ready for the person that gets to meet this new you, the you that can stand on your own feet and be your own woman without anybody else. So if this means something to you, if you connect with this, drop me a message. Remember, always you come first. My name is CJ Benjamin, always in the mood to make it right.
Like, seriously, lovely, some men should actually accept the fact that a lot of women actually want to live alone. A lot of women have, given up, not really giving up though, but a lot of women have had this decision even before all of this, that they just want to be alone. They want to focus on their career. They want to make ends, they want to take care of themselves, they want to be able to do whatever they want to do in life. That is why we have a lot of child-free by choice women these days, and it's going up and all of that, a lot of women are becoming to be child free because they felt that they want to live a childless life, and that is so okay with them. Like, everyone have rights to make decision which actually suits him or her. So women not wanting to indulge yourself in a relationship or not wanting to have kids shouldn't be a problem. Like, there are a lot of women out there who are genuinely happy being alone. They are genuinely happy living alone with nobody trying to like tell them what to do, and they just live their life, take life how it seems. And life these days does not only revolve around everybody is getting married, everybody's having children, so let's do that. A lot of people now have choice to do whatever they feel that is okay with them, without any pressure from society or without anybody trying to question them. Why are you making this kind of decision for yourself? What I believe is that when someone is above at least 18 to 20 years, this person is capable enough of trying to know what actually he or she want out from her life. So I don't see the reason why you feel that a lot of women will be single by 30 years, by 2030 they'll be single alone, and they just have the money. And this is not 2030 yet, but a lot of women is actually in these shoes. There are a lot of potential women out there. There are a lot of well-to-do women out there who do not have kids. They do not have partners. All they do is wake up in the morning, do their daily thing, then have fun, go out, meet people, try to do whatever they want to do because they chose this life. They chose to live that kind of life. Gone are those days whereby a woman is shamed for not having a baby, or a woman is shamed for not having a partner. Gone are those days. Like, people just want to live their life. People just want to do something that befits them. People just want to do something that they actually want to do without being talking into doing such thing, or without being forcefully into doing such thing. During those days that every woman duty is just to take care of your home, have children, take care of your husband. Good at those days, because even a lot of guys have one way or the other contributed to what is happening in today's society. There are a lot of women who have gone through some bull and bull and bull and bull, and they decided that I have gotten up to my limits and I actually want to live my own life in my own principle. That is something a lot of people have to understand. Like, this life, you are your own, as you are responsible for your life. You are responsible for the way you live your life, what you choose to eat, what you want to do with yourself. You are actually responsible for that, and let people be responsible for whatever they want to do with yourself. People should be allowed to be responsible for themselves. If you chose not to get pregnant, not to get married, you chose to be child free, it is left for you. I don't know why you're just trying to take Panadol and paracetamol in other people's business. Like, everybody should just focus on themselves. Like, do what actually makes you happy. There are a lot of women that cannot stand the depression that comes with burying a child. They cannot stand the pain of pushing a child. There are a lot of women during those days who, when you're like, there are a lot of women at the process of giving birth to babies and all that, they lost their lives and all of that. There are a lot of women who do not want to, have those kind of sacrifices, maybe cutting your tummy and, having such pain. There are a lot of women like that, and they should be allowed to exist. Which there are a lot of women who actually want to do this, and they should also be allowed to exist. I don't see the reason why, statistically, in 2030, there will be a lot of men with plenty of money, but they will be depressed because they don't have baby, they don't have men. Like, Do you know that at the end of the day, a grown-up will end up alone? Like, you will actually end up alone. There are so many women that also see this childbearing, being with a partner should just be something of a choice. It should be something that you actually want to do, not being forceful or trying to look at what society will say about this. So because of society, let me just get myself involved with this person even if I don't feel fit to do that. Like, there are a lot of people, after so many kids they have, these kids that they have will grow up to have their own homes. They'll have their own homes, then leaving you alone. The only thing you need to do is just to visit them sometimes and come back, and maybe sometimes they visit you. Then most times these children might not even visit you. Like, this life is just somehow the only thing you in this life, you will still end up being alone. That is just one thing I see. So it's all like, okay, just enjoy every step of your life. If you want to have baby, enjoy your babies. Like, when they are toddlers, when they are still a baby, enjoy those moments. Enjoy it when they are toddlers. Enjoy it when they are getting married and being with their spouse. Then after the reality comes back that, oh, okay, my kids are grown up now, okay, I'm just left alone, maybe God will help you, you still have spurs, then you still continue living your lonely life with your spurs, because your kids are grown already. Like, I don't know, with all this this everyone will still end up being lonely. It's just what I just see in all of this. I think everyone will still end up being lonely, because you wouldn't expect, to bundle in your kids' life after you must have, trained them when they were like babies, adults, and, toddlers and all of that. And you expect to continue being in the life of your kids, controlling their families and all of this. It is high time for you to just focus more on yourself. So that's why sometimes I actually don't blame these women that want to, I want to be child free, or they want to be, they don't want to get involved with partners and all that, because I think that everyone will just end up being in that scenario. But just that they started theirs on time. There are a lot of people that want to be single, right, as in so fast. They don't want to have kids so fast, but there are a lot of people that want to have kids after when the kids are grown. They will still end up being alone, because you cannot just go move in with your kids living with them. Or there are some families which is so acceptable as well. If you feel that, okay, I still want to live with my kids, I still want to move with my kids because I don't want to be alone, good. And it all depends on your kids, and it all depends on the partner your kids are getting married to. All of this is just, we just need prayer in all of these endeavors. Seriously, guys. Anyways, just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that this channel does not support any form of, bullying, harassment, or so. Don't come for anybody. We're just here for educational purposes. So, why not, leave me your own thought in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you've not done that already. Like this video, and I will see you lovelies when I upload my next video.